I'm Baby Mama Fit. I'm a Gemini. um, I have an 8-year-old little girl, and I'm from DC, but I've been in Miami for the past 10 years. I'm a Pilates instructor, various boot camp instructor. I do a lot of privates. Um, I would like to say celebrity trainer because I have some like pretty high end clients, which is nice. Um, and I have ass and abs. So.
Yeah, so I wanted to get into that a bit. So you have a brand called Ass and Abs. When did that start?
So it started about a year and a half ago, and it started because I wanted to kind of merge me and my business. Well, first my business partner Johanna, she's a model. She's the abs. I'm the ass. Because you can't have both, or you can, but it's hard. When I have abs, my booty isn't popping. When I don't have abs, my booty's really popping. But so we started this Ass and Abs because we wanted to bring nightlife and fitness kind of together. Because Miami's a big place where people like love how they look, they work out, but then they also go out a lot. So, you know, I mean, even the fitness classes, you can go to a 12 o'clock class, it'll be popping because people went out the night before. Or, I mean, if you go on one of the big promoters of Live, Purple, he'll go straight from Live to a 6 a.m. class, you know, on a Monday. It's crazy. So fitness plays a big part in the nightlife scene. So what we wanted to do was kind of get more of those nightlife people to want to work out. So we go and do Ass and Abs parties at bars. So you have a DJ, you got that club environment, but you're squatting and doing like, you know, Pilates moves at a bar. It's kind of fun, you know, like makes people who may not feel comfortable going to a gym come out and work out.
Wow, that's amazing. So do you think the brand is really successful right now because of the location it's in? So you think, say for instance, you had the same brand in DC. Do you think it would be harder to accomplish your goals with the brand in DC rather than Miami?
I mean, Miami is all about the ass, and it's really about the sexy and like different and fun ways. I think, I mean, I go up to DC, and it's not as poppin'. The fitness scene isn't as poppin' there. I think because people work. You know, here we live that Miami lifestyle. Our work is normally hospitality, you know, so would it be as busy in DC? I think it'd be different. So it could be big in DC. It could be something fun. I definitely think here it works because, you know, Miami's a sexy place, and that's what we got. You know, we got plastic surgery, we got lots of ass. Even the girls with the fake asses work out their ass, you know, they want everybody to think it's real. So it's like, it definitely works well here. Would it translate in DC? I mean, I think so. I think that, you know, everybody wants a little bit of like sex and fun, you know, because it's fun and it's about like having a good time while you work out.
Exactly. So, you know, Toy Records is based out of New York City, and, you know, we would describe New York City culture as a very fast-paced city where everyone's a hustler, striving to like get to the top, be on top of the food chain. How would you describe Miami culture?
It's definitely got that like Spanish Latin vibe. Lots of Cubans, so it's very like, you know, I would say like hands-on. I think Latins are very hands-on people, you know, like in your face. That's why I like it personally. Everything's open till 5 in the morning, so there's always energy. There's always something going on. Work, we do a little bit of work here. But I mean, the people, there's hustlers. You know what, since I moved here, I found that I'm good here. I do well here because as long as you're on time and you work hard, you'll kill it in Miami. That's the secret, you know, because a lot of people there's a thing called Cuban time, you know, everybody runs late. It's very relaxed, it's very chill. So if you come here from New York, I mean, anybody that's from New York, Miami's full of tons of different people, but anybody that is from a different place, they get it right away because that's all that matters. Like if you're on time and if you work hard, you'll do so well here. So there is that like chill vibe here, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I mean, everyone's beautiful. There's always something fun to do. The weather's always great. So it's funny too, like a day like this, when I used to work in retail and stuff, like it would rain and people would not come to work because it wasn't a nice day, you know, like that's like, it's raining, do I need to come to work today? Like that's what people say here, you know. So I mean, there's a mix. People do work hard. I think a lot of money is probably not made here. It's made in like Europe, you know, people are like living here, based here, a lot of snowbirds, you know, and vacation and stuff. But yeah, there's just a lot of energy here. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun place. Even I like work a lot, but I still have a great time.
Right. Yeah, you guys have a really, really dope nightlife scene out here. I mean, from either side of the spectrum, you have huge festivals and conferences like the Winter Music Conference and like Ultra, and like Rolling Loud's a newer festival, right? Which is like the biggest hip hop festival in the world. Like what side of the divide do you fall more on? Are you more of like a house music girl? Are you more of like a hip hop girl?
For
Like,
sure.
or are you like
hip-hop.
somewhere in between?
For sure, hip hop.
Sure,
I don't
hip-hop?
do. That's why when we were talking about space earlier, I'm not necessarily the space girl. If I don't know if ASAP was at space, I would probably go. But like definitely hip hop, and that's like a huge scene here. Like the 305 scene. My next project I want to do is like a really ratchet booty dancing class, like with just like 305 music, Trick Daddy, Trina, like definitely a hip hop girl. But there is that scene. WMC is great because people come and it's busy. Like that's our seasons. It's funny, like business runs around Art Basel, Rolling Loud. We knew we were going to be busy this weekend. WMC, it's just like that's a time that you either book jobs or you can pick up like a side bartending job, or it's like business is really booming around those times for our city. So it's kind of cool.
Who would you say people are usually more excited to see? So who would you say arguably would bring out a bigger crowd, right? Would you say like a Steve Aoki or like a Armin van Buren, or would you say like a ASAP Rocky or like Drake?
Always Drake. No. Drake is always here too. He's always at the Edition. I've seen him at the Edition. I think he like loves the Edition Hotel, the bowling. I always see him at the bowling alley there. You know what? It's different people. It's different people because my friend who does work at Space would tell me like you'll have like the doctors and stuff, the plastic surgeons and stuff. They go to see like Steve Aoki at Space and they get tables there. But then you go to Live on Sunday and you're gonna see you're going to see somebody else who is always there, buying tables. And I think it's just a different crowd. I think they both bring out the same amount of people, though. It's just a different type of crowd.
Gotcha. So what would you say are the best clubs in Miami for either genre? So could you name a couple clubs that are very, very popular, or the best clubs for house music and the best clubs for hip-hop?
For hip-hop would be Live on Sunday, 11. Always ends up doing like they do some hip hop. Like this weekend, I think ASAP was there last night. I can't remember who's there tonight. But and then for house would probably be. I think Story has a good house night. Definitely Space, Floyd. Rockwell on Monday is a big hip hop night. You know what it is the clubs will do everything, but it's certain nights.
Right.
So everybody knows like Friday and Saturday I live. Probably not for this weekend because it was Rolling Loud, but they might have like, someone come that does house music, and then on Sunday they'll always have like Lil Wayne there. I think Lil Wayne has a deal there because he's there like every weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like he's from Louisiana.
He's at Live every weekend. Yeah,
24/7.
he'll definitely be there
and
Sunday.
He's like meeting up there with Birdman, and then they're beefing behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, gotcha. So Miami's always had a really big hip hop scene. You mentioned like a Trick Daddy. And we've had people like pioneers in the past, like Uncle Luke. How do you feel about the new? I would say more of the Florida scene, because not a lot of the new artists that we associate with Florida are from Miami, but you guys have a very big new hip hop scene out here, from like your Lil Pumps to like your Smoke Perps to like your Kodak Blacks. You've got like a new kid out here called Glock 9. How do you feel about like the new hip hop scene out here? I would say in Florida or in Miami.
I feel like I'm getting old.
Mm-hmm.
I know like my friends' kids love it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of in that in between,
Right.
like where I don't know like what I really feel about it, I'm still like, I still like the old shit, and then, I'm not on like the little pump. I like Kodak. I'm all for Kodak Black, but I think that's where the age starts to show. Like I'm hitting 30 this year, so I'm like, I'm still like.
So who are like some of your Miami or your Florida favorites?
Obviously Trina. I'm a big Trina fan,
Okay.
Uncle Luke for sure. Any party he does. Sometimes he throws parties downtown.
Okay.
Definitely Uncle Luke, but like Drake and the more mainstream stuff. I'm not like a Lil Pump fan yet.
Right.
I'm not there.
I gotcha. So it's Rolling Loud weekend, right? And we're sitting here in the beautiful Fontainebleau. And I've seen you partying with the likes of ASAP Rocky, hanging out with Skepta.
Love Skepta.
I love Skepta as
I
well.
love
He just
Skepta.
dropped some new music
Throw that
recently
out.
I'm a big
Yes, I'm a big
yes.
fan too. I DM him all the time and text him and everything. I'm like, come back to Miami.
Yeah, and I definitely love how he puts on for his country, Nigeria. It's
Yeah.
amazing. His BBK
No, he's
Africa.
good.
And all
He's
that
actually a
stuff.
really nice person.
Is he
I
really?
think he seems like a genuine person.
Yeah, gotcha. So, is it any acts that you would be excited to see, or you are planning to see? Rolling Loud weekend. You know, J. Cole headlined yesterday.
Yeah, I heard it was amazing.
Today's Travis and tomorrow's Future.
Yeah,
So
definitely want to see Travis. Future, I've seen Travis a couple times. Future, you know me, I'm just hustling. I'm out here trying to get clients.
Right.
So that's a big thing with Miami too. You know, you just got to go to the stuff. You know, because you got to be in the mix. So I'm gonna go and shake some hands, and hopefully I get to enjoy some of the shows.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to just see how it is this year. They moved it. It was at Bayfront, and last year I think it was almost too crazy. It was too big for it. So I'm really interested. I heard this year the Sky Lounge was like the main spot that's where everybody's going. Not so much when I say everybody, I mean like, you know, that's where to be seen. That's where you need to be. So I'm obviously gonna try to like, you know, network and meet people to help.
Is there any acts out there that you would say off the top of your head that you would like to see, who maybe you haven't seen?
I wanted to see Cardi B, but she pulled out.
Okay.
Because of obviously the baby.
Right.
I want to see, who do I want to see?
So they had.
Huh?
Who they had? Playboy Cardi.
ASAP. I know I want to see ASAP. Ferg, yeah. Is Bryson? What day is Bryson Tiller?
I'm not sure what day Bryson.
I want to see Bryson Tiller.
But mostly
I heard Drake is closing it out on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
I heard that's a surprise.
Oh wow.
I heard that from a very close source.
There you go. You got the exclusive.
I'm thinking Sunday I want to see Drake. Who else? I'm just excited to go. I feel blessed to go, and that I didn't have to buy a ticket. So
that's amazing. Is it any like after party hotspots you would say?
I think Liv's gonna be popping every night, obviously. The underground stuff. I heard J. Cole was doing a performance at Sidebar. That's like supposed to be really intimate, like 80 people. That'll be dope. Yeah, like the small stuff is what I would really like to go to, because you know you're just like when you're at Live, you're like a nobody in the crowd, you know. But I'd like to go to like some underground shit.
Gotcha. All right, Starr. So I did want to ask you. We're gonna conclude the interview pretty soon. So I did want to ask you, where do you see yourself, and where do you see your brand in a year from now, and 5 years from now?
A year from now, hopefully doing like a lot of like the online stuff, you know. Me and Johanna are going to Milan at the end of the month, so we're gonna do some ass and abs in Italy, hopefully. They just opened up a Barry's boot camp there as well, so I'm hoping to maybe teach at that one while I'm there. But like touring around, you know, like doing like okay, so they had Rolling Loud Festival, like do a workout at a festival. Like I'd love to do ass and abs at Coachella, you know, or like randomly do a pop up like at Burning Man or at even Rolling Loud if they like, you know, wanted something like that. But definitely the online stuff, doing like online workouts, having people buy subscriptions, or like have like a podcast or a show where we talk about like fitness and like, you know, all the stuff, fitness, food, sex, everything. And then in 5 years, I hope that I hope I'm not a baby mama anymore. I hope I'm married by then to Skepta. I hope Skepta is watching this and that he marries me. Or I'm at least his baby mama. But yeah, that's about it. You know, killing it, still helping people, helping the world be a better place, you know, making booties bigger everywhere. That's my goals.
All right, perfect. So I'll just shoot you 2 questions to end the interview. You can tell me, it's whichever one you prefer, just whichever one comes to your head, right? So which one maybe you like better, or which one you think looks better, whatever the case may be. So, ass or abs?
Definitely ass.
Ass.
If you have too much abs, too strong of a stomach, it's not feminine.
Right.
I would say definitely ass for sure. About to change the name to Ass and Flabs. Butts and Guts. Because your girl getting a gut. I've been out here living.
All right, yoga or Pilates?
Pilates for sure.
Pilates.
Pilates bodies all day long.